Brommundt. He's in Khan Yunis, that's in the south of the Gaza Strip. Doctor, I gather you arrived yesterday. What have you discovered? What have you seen so far?
Yeah, hi. We arrived 2 days ago, actually, in Khan Yunis. The situation in Khan Yunis is slightly different from the pictures you see from Shiva Hospital in Gaza City. Here, the war took a less gruesome phase. There were still mass casualties at times, but it was not comparable to Gaza City. One of the huge advantages down here is that it has been possible to transfer patients out to Egypt, which then liberated beds on intensive care to make it possible to cope with the influx of patients. That has been a big advantage. For the moment being, because of the transfers, we face a relatively calm situation over the last 36 hours.
Just approaching midday where you are, I guess, because I believe I can hear the call to prayer in the background. I know you say that compared to Gaza City, it's nothing like as bad, but compared to other things you've seen as a doctor, how bad is it?
Oh, it is extremely bad, and especially the testimonies from the harsh days 2 weeks ago are absolutely gruesome. For me as a doctor, other things is the use of weapon systems that nobody has seen here before, and I assume that my colleagues here have quite some experience with this sort of thing.
Yeah, Doctor, let me pick you up on that. When you're talking about a weapon system nobody's seen before, is this the one that I've heard referred to, known as a dime, which apparently, using concussion, blasts off the legs of the victims?
That is one thing that's being described here by the orthopedic surgeons. One of my colleagues was actually saying that, the patients that only lose one leg are the happy ones, and most of his patients have lost both legs. There's a huge number of double amputees now we have to take care of. Another thing are patients presenting to the emergency room as war casualties. Their abdomen is initially cleaned. It seems that everything is into the order, and about 1 hour to 5 hours later, they present with an acute abdomen, which is like the thing you would have when you have an appendicitis. And it turns out an operation that dozens of miniature particles can be found in all of their organs. There must be some sort of explosive or shell that disperses in tiny little particles of around 1 times 1 or 2 times 2 millimeters, and then penetrate all organs. And of course, these miniature injuries you are not able to attack surgically. There's basically nothing we can do, and then we see the patient going into a peritonitis, into sepsis, and dying in the course of the next days.
Okay, Doctor, thank you very much indeed. Dr. Brommundt talking to us from Khan Yunis, one of the first voices we've heard out of the south of Gaza Strip, describing injuries to many of the patients in the hospital where he's working as being something that many of the surgeons there have never, ever had to deal with. Double amputees and people suffering from organ failure brought about by small particles entering the inside of their bodies. We'll look into that and a great deal more here on Al Jazeera. From me, David Foster, thanks for watching.